his world and in himself begins to change. This is the moment he starts to see both his own weakness and her strength. Mac. I shouldn't have looked at her like I did. Not in a workplace, not in the canteen, not when I had a good and loving wife. But I did, just once. That's all it took. Lenora, hands cupped round her tea, sipping. She glanced up, her eyes kept in mine. Then she dipped her head like she'd done something wrong. She hadn't. I had. The thing was, I didn't fall for her all at once. It crept in, quiet, like steam filling a room. It was her voice that drew my attention. Overhearing her talking at the counter. Just coffee and toast. But from her lips, the sound was exotic, unhurried. Then her laugh, head thrown back, her eyes lit up like sun glistening through rain. And now, here I was, 2 days later, looking to see if she was on the early lunch again. I told myself it was a coincidence. Just lunch, only passing through. I couldn't stop. I didn't know why I was so attracted to her. I couldn't get her out of my mind. I noticed her everywhere, not on purpose, or so I told myself. That didn't stop some of the lads. Before, their mocking had gone right over my head, among clatter of plates, break-time chatter, and piped radio music, all just part of the canteen's daily routine. But calling them darky, wog, nigger, and jeering them to go back home. I began to hear how much hatred there was in what they said. It got so that every time I heard them start up, my flesh began to crawl. The lads at work guessed. They didn't miss a trick. One afternoon, as I was walking down the corridor, one of them from dispatch brushed past me. Blimey, Mac, didn't know you liked darkies. I didn't bother looking up. In my pocket, I clenched my fist. I walked off with their words stinging in my ears. I felt pangs of guilt hearing them spewing that racist crap. Their words ping-ponged around like some sick game. I didn't join in, but I didn't say anything either. The shame hit me like a virus, carried in their laughter. I pretended not to hear their comments. That was a cop-out. That's what embarrassed me most. Later on, she passed me. She'd heard, but walked on unflinching, her head high. For a few days, I threw myself into my work, stayed behind, watched the clock, went over my paperwork again and again, carried on working. I knew the time she took her bus, so I picked up my keys, walked to the car, slow. Half surprised she wasn't waiting, but I knew. Inside, I knew exactly what I was doing. I was scared she'd clocked me. Or was it me? Maybe I finally clocked myself. One afternoon after work, I was parked up, engine idling, dry and warm inside. The rain was coming down hard, torrential, like the sky was spilling everything it had all at once. It was the kind of rain that didn't come down to wash anything clean. And there she was, Lenora, drenched, standing by the gate, dress soaked through, clinging to her like honeysuckle after a heavy storm, bruised, blooming, but still beautiful. That stillness of hers was something else, like waiting was a kind of strength.